Top 5 Chinese dramas with a replay value. Number 1 on the list is The Princess Way. That one is a good one. It has a bigger replay value. I've probably watched it more than 10 times already. It's about a northern Lao princess and her home gets massacred. They killed her grandma, her nana. Then they also do kill her father and everything is wiped. So she's able to run away and she meets this girl who's also at the countryside. She's not actually a poor girl, it's just that she's an illegitimate daughter of the Prime Minister of Wei. So they send her to the countryside all by the works of her evil stepmother. So she grows up in the countryside, meets this northern land princess, tells her about how her family is, everything, On the day for her to return to Great Wei, she decides to take this northern land princess with her, but then she gets ambushed. So the northern land princess, realizing this, takes up the girl's identity. She's the prime minister's daughter, so she's the prominent person. Her name is Li Wei. Takes up the identity, goes to Great Wei, talks to the girl's nanny that was with her at the countryside to keep her mouth shut. Okay, so now she's in Wei, and mind you, the same people that massacred her family are from Great Wei. I mean, the emperor, the prime minister, they're all from Great Wei. So when she gets there, they are thinking, oh, this is our daughter that we sent to the countryside, so she's probably dumb. She has no education. Mind you, the daughter died, they not knowing, and the northern land princess just replaced the daughter as Li Wei, the second young mistress of the manor, Li Wei. So she's just on the road to get revenge. And this is not your typical princess. You know, these Chinese dramas have showed us that these princesses can only like their shiny toys. Even though we've seen the ones that the princesses are generals, they know how to fight with their swords, they know their way around. But this is a princess that you'd see on a first watch and think, oh, she is port. This is port plus kind, plus I can think on my feet, plus I can throw fists and some swords. This is the type of princess that Li Wei is. She's witty, she knows how to move her lips and move her mind. That's what makes The Princess Wei such a great watch. You need to watch it if you haven't. Now moving on, there's also Princess Agents. Princess Agents is from an era whereby human lives didn't matter. Only the strongest could survive. So if you were weak, bye-bye. It was during a time where slaves were bought and killed just because their masters wanted to have fun. And even noble lives weren't taken into consideration if you were a noble and didn't have the power to back it up with. And the emperor was always looking for the next kill because he can't let you have too much power for a long time before you think, oh, I am fit to be the next emperor, and assassinate him and his family. So Princess Agents is on another level. There's a lot of fights, a lot of combat, master and slave relationships. Yeah, and there's a bit of romance too. And how they massacre people on there, you might actually shed some tears. The next on the list is Ashes of Love. If your pick is Chinese historical fantasy world, then Ashes of Love is for you. Yes, it has romance, it has that love, hatred, that, so I don't know the difference between girl and a boy, the naive fairy that has her memory taken away from her and she's actually the queen of all the flowers. Like, yes, that's that kind of story. So if you want that kind of vibe, that fantasy vibe, then Ashes of Love actually is for you. Number 4 on this list is Ancient Love Poetry. Ancient Love Poetry is a good watch. It's also that Chinese historical fantasy about the 4 great gods. The top great god is a female, and these other 3 great gods have to teach her so that she can take up her role and protect all the realms. Mortal realm, fairy realm, heavenly realm. Like, she needs to protect everything. But what they don't know is that while protecting everything, Hao Qi must die. That's the sad part. So when it actually happens and they realize it, one of the great gods gather her primordial spirit, gather everything that's remained of her, and brings her back to life, but as a different person. But he knows it's going to happen again. But what he does so many things to make sure that this girl lives. So in doing so, he has to make her think, feel, see, as he is this cold person that don't even want her around him. Like, they both hurting. The cold man is hurting, the girl is hurting, but yeah, they end up together after all. Yeah, even after, fantasy also, even after 2,000 years, 100,000 years, 50,000 years, they'll end up together. Then there's also the last one, which is 10 Miles of Peach Blossom. It's a good watch. Another fantasy killer. It is a good watch. 10 Miles of Peach Blossom, it teaches us about hard work, determination, power, resilience. Yes, 10 Miles of Peach Blossom also has another whole franchise. It's a whole franchise of its own, from the auntie to the niece. This is a story about nine-tailed foxes. Yeah, so it is also a fantasy drama, and I can tell you, you are going to love it. It's a story about Bai Chen and her master, her husband. So yeah, these are the Chinese dramas that I feel they have wild replay value. Okay, so get into the comments and tell me how you feel about the topic discussed, and I'll get back to you guys on another day. Bye.